This is your warning. This video contains content that might not be appropriate for all audiences. It's finally here, the tour video. We're about to show you the boat that we just bought. And I just want to give a little bit of precursor to all of our OG fries that just because we bought a fancy as fuck yacht doesn't mean that we've changed. Like, the channel is still gonna be a dirtbag cruising channel.
Do you want this martini dry?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, nothing has changed. We're still the same. Same channel.
Yeah, let's take a chance on the bush.
Welcome to Pickle's Porn Tour. Pour yourself a drink and join me for a couple while I do a little walk through our new boat. Come on now. So this is the pilot house. Should I say what the boat is?
Yeah.
Okay, our new boat is a Rumba 41. It's a French yard-built cruising sloop. With the keel down, it draws 8 feet, which it currently is stuck down. But when that bitch comes up, we draw 2.5 feet, and that is pretty slick. Okay, so Galley.
You're gonna have to speak up just a little bit because of the waves out here.
Okay, Galley. Here we are at the Galley. Heart and soul of the boat, I think. That's where I do all my good work. Brian's not allowed in here. In our galley, side-mounted galley, port side, obviously, we have a 3-burner stove, gimbal, nice. 2 basin sink. It's alright, we're still working through that. We have a fresh water on a 12-volt pump system on this boat, which is kind of exciting. Although it already broke once and I fixed it. And I imagine it'll break many, many times in the future. The storage in our boat is ridiculous because it's giant and aluminum with very few bulkheads, so anything that is hidden behind cabinetry is just open space. And thus far we've filled it with plastic bags and rum. What else we got here? Got this cool spice rack. Got this lovely spice rack. Everything's hidden, secure, not rocking around. No clutter. Brandon doesn't see it, which is great, I think. I don't have to hear about it. This is our first boat that came with safety features such as don't blow your boat up propane equipment where it sounds off if your boat's gonna blow up. And it hasn't sounded off yet, and that's great. And you can push buttons and boop, on, off. Like that. The water tankage in the boat is 2 60-gallon tanks. So we have 120 gallons total. They are filled in the boat, not outside the boat. I think that's a clever design feature because then that's less plumbing and less pipes to deal with. Also, I don't want to install it, so I'm going to say it's a good design. You may notice all the windows up in here. No, it's not a greenhouse. We're a pilot house. It does get hot as shit in here though. I guess the idea is that at one point we could put a steering station in, or we could use a little beep 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 Marine thing and drive from in here with our fanciest cocktails around you poor peons. If we put in a steering station, we'd be destroying Brian's lovely desk and office, which is currently a nav station. Oh, here we go. Don't mind the woodwork, that's getting fixed. We're tuning that up here this week. Nice big nav station. Lots of electrical things you can play with and touch. They're all in French, so most of them we don't know what they are. But Pompeii means pump. Know that. That's true. Things that operate those don't work, but this is working, which is great. We can call our friends. Batteries are toasted. Our battery bank is 600 amp hours AGM, which currently we have about maybe 25 amp hours because they've been sitting for 5 years and just getting fried by the solar. That's going to be updated also. We're going to do a lot of update videos. Oh, you may notice this is a little elevated. This is where all our water storage is, which is a nice midship design, nice and low. Everything's brand new poly. Big fan of that. No more rotting aluminum tanks like Flapjack had. If you bought Flapjack, it's not rotting, it's fine. Inside of this big spot here, this is our centerboard trunk. So like I said before, this boat is a centerboard boat, which is great when it works, and when it doesn't work, it's awful. Currently we're drawing 8 feet, but so once I get the thing to swing up, it'll hide in this case. Well, we know we're drawing 8 feet because we're going to hit the ground at 7, 6, and 5 feet, so at least it bumps up, that's good. If you were to open this, you're going to see a giant aluminum trunk, and there's a viewing station where you can see if the centerboard is up or down, which I think is a very clever design. Because this particular boat, the pivot point is above the water line, so there's no leaking concerns.
Maybe you should mention the squeaking floors now.
What squeaking floors? The boat is currently squeaking a lot, and I think that might be due to a thin plywood or something, but we're going to remedy that, but it's very, very nautical.
Maybe that could be like a drinking aid for people at home, since it is a touring pour.
If you did it every time this fucking thing squeaked, you would fucking die. Our boat is set up with dual heads, which is fancy, I know. There's an aft, we're gonna get to the aft, but there's an aft living quarters with its own head, which has a jab scope that pumps directly out. There's no holding tank. And then to be in compliance with all those safety standards and Coast Guard stuff, we have a composting toilet right here in the middle, midship. I mean, it's spacious, it's nice. It's got stirrups, it's like you're at the gynecologist. We went with the solarium theme again, so more poly up here, keeps light in here, which is nice. 80s motif with the colors. Nice nature's head, not my favorite toilet. If you've watched any videos before, there's a whole one, go back to it, don't buy the toilet. It's already here though, we're gonna use it. Pressurized water. Ooh, look at that. Slick. Anything else in here, B? What do you got? All LED, throughout the boat. LED. Battery's dead still. Ooh, wow, let's go to the dining room. What do you call a dining room? Settee?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I have no idea.
I think name's Salon. Salon? Salon. Come on, B. Here's the main. This is the action room, so we call it that right now. This is the main salon of our boat. We have this rustic? No.
Nautical?
Weathered, yeah. We got this weathered table. This is an upgrade to when it was nice. Lots of seating. Again, storage. Underfloor, storage. We could pack people in here if we had to. We're not a slave ship though. I'm not gonna. You can cut that. This is where we keep our flags, because we're gonna be traveling so many goddamn countries. We have to have them all available at any time. At any moment, I'd be like, oh, I'm in Cuba. Nope, I'm in Mexico now. Oh, that's a quarantine flag. That's not gonna work. We're gonna need that for both Cuba and Mexico. Being a cruising yacht, fine standard that she has handholds everywhere, so you can stagger through the boat and not look too drunk at all points. Looking good. We're still good, B. Don't worry. Hodgepodge of cool electronics. Got E-Perm, which is pretty slick. Ray Marine system. Storing all our goodies up here, such as spots, radios, flashlights, things, bearing compasses we don't use. One downside of the boat is that it has its original engine, which is a Perkins 4108, which is a great motor when it was installed in 1983. Being 2020 now, I think that's right?
Yep, you're right.
2020. Probably due for an update. And I'm sure you'll see many videos of me wrestling, loving, and hating that motor. Moving on. Forward or back? Forward. Go for it. Oh hey, I know you're like, is this a different boat? No, this is still the front of my boat. This is our lounge area right now. I think right now it's technically a seating nook or a reading nook. But when I get to it, we're gonna put a fucking sweet LED screen here. I'm gonna have a gaming station. So yeah, this is what that is. More storage. Tools, spares, other things of the like. Brina bought this one scoop at the swap meet, got kind of hustled for 30 bucks. Still mad about it.
Okay, moving on.
Used to be a first aid kit. Didn't have any first aid. Now we hide our money in it. Don't tell anybody. When we sold the car, we put like $3,000 in kept all of us.
They don't need to know that.
That's a good story though. Moving on. Creaking forward. Are we gonna go to the shop first?
I don't know. I feel like you should save that for
I'm more excited about the shop, but the bedroom's pretty cool. Hey, welcome to the bedroom. This is where it all happens. This is the first time in our sailing career that we've had a door between our bedroom and the living quarters.
Actually, this is the first time in our relationship, sweetheart.
First time in a relationship, including other accommodations besides boats. It's pretty nice. So I can like sneak out, make some coffee. Brina's got a little space back here, a little privacy. Nice square bed. Love that. Got a library over here. Got a shit ton of fans. Keep that air moving through here. Cool down, Brina. Nice. I installed this fan, which is, for better or worse, I think a good idea for now until it goes to shit. But I installed it so that it sucks out of the hatch and into your face. But if it gets rained on, it's kind of hosed. So I installed it where it's kind of out of the way of the rain. But I think worth the potential disaster of it being ruined. Brina and myself each have our own lockers. Brina decorated hers like she's in high school. Which is very adorable, I think. I did not do that. Mine just has clothes in it. Books, we don't read much, but you could put books in there. I think you put like soap and shit in here, I'm not really sure. What would you put that? Like spare change? Don't bring change from this boat. You'll ruin my boat. Since our boat is aluminum, it has potential galvanic corrosion issues, such as if you bring pennies on the boat and you drop one in the bilge, you will melt my boat about a hole about that big and only about $4 grand. So when you come on the boat, you have to put all your change in a jar, which I spend on beer. So it's kind of a dual purpose system. You don't ruin the boat and you buy a beer. It's delightful. 2 sets of hooks. We can put bathrobes, double bathrobes.
Now your favorite.
And now my favorite part of the boat. Should we go to the back first? I'll just save that for the end.
I mean, it's
well, that's confusing then. Yeah, we'll go to the front. You ready for this? Oh man, I have a shop, which is pretty sweet. Got full bench vise, lots more storage shits. Keep my tools in, keep my mess in here, which we're still working on. Keep all my lines over here. Keep my work shit from when we actually need to get paid, because this doesn't pay anything. Put that down here. Later on we'll fly out, go get paid, come back, talk to you guys again. Oh, chain lockers up front. It's kind of tiny. You gotta like knock the chain down, we anchor, but sufficient. But you know, you want more shop space, so that's understandable. It's great, I don't have to clean it up. So it's like normally in our tiny boats or other boats, or probably your boat, like when you want to get to something, you have to destroy the whole boat. And here I can have all my tools and all my toys out, and I can like here's a project I started today, it's still out. I'll decide when that goes away, whenever I want. I got drawers, yeah. Got slide out things here. Keep things like, this is for my pickup rudder, we're gonna talk about later. I can hang out up here. I can make it into like a cocktail shop lounge. Have friends, I can sit here. I got full 120, I got DC. I can make a test bench here if I wanna like test a motor in my vise. Because that's what one does. The shop's essential. I think people focus too much on the beds in the boat. Shop first, then focus on bringing people aboard. Best room. Room in a boat, do you understand? That's weird. Okay, we should top this off. Alright, there we go. Moving aft, do you want to show the engine? Should I pull the engine out? You want a meter?
Yeah, show it.
Show the engine.
Show everything.
So this Tarka is a one-off boat, meaning she was kind of designed and built by a yard for a particular person and what their needs are. Someone took a lot of care and time into making a lot of engine access. With the decrepit old engine, I'm appreciating more and more. If we had a newer engine, I probably wouldn't give a shit. There is our old tractor engine. Everyone keeps telling me these fucking things are in every tractor in the world, and thus far I can't find any parts for it. But I'm sure someone will write me saying that you can find parts everywhere. You can open it here, you can open the side, you can open the back. Gives you great access to get oily. Continuing on.
Wait, but now we have to get all that shit from the back and put it up here.
Yeah, dirty.
I guess so.
Do they care?
Just precursor it. No, they do. Yeah, they do.
All right.
Remember what Peter McKinnon says?
Because backgrounds are one of the easiest things to change, to manipulate, to make your videos look so much better. I see a lot of people just filming in their kitchens or their living rooms, and there's nothing wrong with those specific areas of your home, but it's like a lot of those places have junk in the background, or like the couch is not put together, or there's dishes in the sink, and sometimes it's just cleaning those things up, make your background so much better.
He's not watching this shit.
Come on.
Fine. Alright, here we go. Going back. Yeah, kind of duck. Where's your duck be? So our aft quarters set up with this cute little riding nook. I assume this boat was made for children to be on board, so this is like a homeschooling station. You can like write letters to your family and things, whatever you want to do back here. We are storing food currently in your closet if you come visit us. You don't get a closet, this is food. Inverter, AC side, breakers for the inverter and other things like that. Solar setup. The bed is split up because we don't want you guys getting too frisky back here, so we divide you into two places. Under me is our battery bank, which we discussed. Off the top of my head, I think it's 600 amps, but that could be wrong. But it's nothing now because it doesn't work. So once we get new batteries, I'll go back in here. We're using AGM so you don't die. There's no off gassing. Back there, more cabinets. Though, if you were to stay, you could use those cabinets potentially. We'll discuss the terms and conditions of your stay. So this trunk here is the skeg that goes in front of the rudder, and the idea is that it's protected, and then it's a dagger board style where it slides up, and so we could kick the rudder up and then slide this up and then sneak into a very shallow place where only tiny boats can be, but we can have all this dope ass space. If you were to enjoy our accommodations, you're welcome aboard. You have a private head back here. Well, not now. It's Camille head now. But if we were to use the front head, this would be your head. Standard jabs go ahead. Pumps directly out for when offshore or out of.
Do not do quotation marks. People are gonna get pissed.
Whatever. Uma did that whole thing.
No, I know, and people got pissed.
Uma's doing great. Anyway, it's a head that pumps out. Do what you please with that. That's fine. I mean, the point is, two heads, pretty dope. Same motif. Not attractive. Nice molding though. Oh, you probably know no showers. There's no showers. You have to deal with that somewhat other direction. Still look sweaty and hot?
Yes.
Very good. So it's accurate. Let's be real. Is it accurate? Accurate. Accurate? Accurate. Anyway, if you enjoyed the tour and pour, and I hope you enjoyed it along and had a good time. We're gonna throw a number. Say 50 comments. Fuck it. If we get 50 comments, I'd love to do another drunken tour of the top deck, and I can show you all the cool shit up there. Also the cockpit, which is very interesting. I'd encourage you to put a comment down because there's a lot of cool shit. Show the boat. Yeah, sounds good. You say show the boat in the comment. Say whatever you want. I will be glad to do this again. Also, I enjoy martinis early in the afternoon. So. Oh, if you're wondering why these assholes got this boat, you can check out the link, I think above or below, wherever Brina puts it. We have a whole story behind the history of the boat and where it came from and why we love it so much. Check it out. If you also leave a comment there, but don't say show the boat, do a different comment there. We'd love to hear from you guys and see what you guys think about our new home. Cheers, folks. Glad you came along. I hope you love the boat as much as I do. And that's not true, because I do love this boat a lot, and I doubt that. But, you know, thanks for coming along.